Good morning, everyone. Good to see you guys again. And really, the summer is coming, right? 26, 29 degrees. So next week will be 31, 32. I hope everyone will be taking good care of yourself, right? Anyway, so welcome back to the training section today. And looking at here, we have 26, 27 people already. Welcome on board. The reason I said welcome on board because for commercial real estate is really different from residential. So from time to time, the people asking, David, why I need to do commercial? What's the benefit? What's the advantage? I can share you one story that 20 years ago, my wife ran at the dragon store. The landlord is Jewish. She was already 80 years old already. And he said to my wife, tell your husband, do the commercial, not do residential. She said, I was doing all the commercial real estate. Residential, the two, what? And the buyers is different from commercial people. So more commercial investor and more smarter. That's what he said. So I'm not pushing you guys, I'm doing commercial, but the reason I said that really commercial agent, when you look at CBRE, Cushman, Collier, Royal Page, commercial, and those kind of agents, they are working so free. They don't work on weekend. And Saturday, Sunday, if you got something commercial for leasing, you will see it's hard to find those agents. You will call them, contact them, it's hard really. So anyway, so that's a side story. Today's section, as I posted in our website, office in the WeChat, today is the first section regarding commercial real estate, commercial leasing. I will share with you guys that the basic for commercial leasing. So after today, next week I'll be doing another one, commercial real estate for buying the commercial property like office, industrial, whatever. I will do the next section. And the one after that will be how do you sell or buy a small business? Because that for a lot of new immigrants come to Canada, they always, the first job, if they cannot find a job, they start their own business, kind of selling, buying. I will share some story with you as well. And anyway, let's start today's section for commercial leasing. Yesterday, even almost 11:30 before I went to bed, one guy, agent called me, David, I got some quite good question. I thought urgent. Actually, it's not. He said to me, his client bought a commercial property, and the lease has been, the tenant has been here many years, and still another 11 years to go. And the buyer say, I want to use the property myself. I cannot kick out a tenant. My answer to him say, no. It's not like residential, you give the notice, N12, you can get the tenant out. But in commercial, no. You have to assume the tenant, you will go by the contract. Whatever the contract say, you have to make sure, right? And 11 years to go, I said, after 11 years, you still, if you want to take over, you can do that. So otherwise, if they have option to renew at the time, still have option exercise it, right? So that's the kind of thing. I'd go quickly with my slides. I will do more times to do the real practice online, as how to check the listing, how do you calculate the rent, how do you do a basic, for commercial lease, because that's 1 hour is not enough for us to go through everything, right? So I will go to this basic one anyway. Here I will not touch anything in detail. Only one thing I like to share with you as what I said just now. Commercial landlord has more power than residential. So you guys, you look at every day of WeChat group, right? A lot of issue, tenant and landlord issue in residential. So the tenant is always protected by the law, so in government policy, I mean the rules regulation. So you cannot kick out the tenant, you cannot do this, you cannot do that. So a lot of hard issue. But in commercial, it's a different world. That's why I said at the beginning, welcome on board. There's another different world. Okay. Commercial land always dominate everything. Everything has to go by the contract, the lease. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so we just started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can hear whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So commercial landlord, as I say, that they have more power than residential. So everything that they go by contract, not like residential. If you did not pay the rent, you can the restaurant tenants, you can aim for whatever. You have to go to landlord tenant board. It process in 3 months, 6 months, 7 months, even 1 year, right? They still did not pay you. In commercial world, the landlord will be what? If you don't pay the rent in 6 days, I can lock you out. I can change the key. I can sell your asset inside it. So that's a commercial landlord's power. So that's why I wish everyone should become commercial landlord in the future. Just kidding, right? Just kidding. So number one is the power. Number two is if the contract, as I said at the beginning, sometimes the lease has, let's say you have 5 years lease, you have whatever lease. Normally you give you 6 months notice. They say you want to renew the lease, option to renew. That's what they said. 5 + 5, 3 + 3, whatever. And so if you, as a tenant, that option is protect the tenant. It's not the landlord, okay, by the way. And if you did not exercise your option to renew, let's say in contract within 3 months or 6 months, if you miss 1 day, the landlord can kick you out. So let's say 5 years term before 5, 6 months, and then lease will expire, the option even know 5 years or whatever. And if you did not exercise, say give notice to the landlord, you'll be out. The landlord can have the right to kick you out right away. I mean, we did not give you the right to renew the lease. I had few clients a few years ago, so they want to sell the business. They want housing selling in the restaurant, convenience store, coffee shop. When they look at the lease, because according to the lease, option to renew is 6 months. It already passed a month for the exercise option. So I put it for sale in the market. That many people come to see, they get offer put in already. In the end, landlord say, no way, David. Your lease is invalid. We already look for the new tenant. So look at that. That as a tenant or as a business owner at the time, what? They lose everything. So they want to sell the business for 200,000 because of the lease. You cannot do anything, right? So that's important. That's I said to our colleagues. When you deal with, the tenant, if you represent tenant, you be careful. You have to remind your client from time to time. If you are representing the landlord, of course, that's another different story, right? So those kind of difference, commercial and residential, I will not go through too much in detail, okay? And as I said, we're going to do more practice online when we do that. So this one, I will say how to look for leasing property. Again, I will not touch anything because this section is supposed to be 2 hours and we cut in half. So we don't have time to do that, okay? And this no other slides. And so again, I will not do that. And for how to negotiate lease, it's the same thing. It's really complicated. We're going to talk about it later in the future. We get some other training section. We do that, right? But basically, we have to know, let our colleagues know what the basic, let's say, commonly, what's the lease term, what's the lease array, and what's the right, whatever. So mostly we talk about it. Of course, we are not the realtor, right? We are working self-employed. We do not get salary. So the important is, if you're a leasing agent or you're a tenant agent, buyer agent, we have to know what's your right, what's your commission you're going to have, right? So we talk about it after that. And this is some sample calculation. If someone wants with some specific one, you can let me know. I will send you some kind of copy for that. So this is kind of the what net rent, what TMI, what TNO, and gross rent or whatever. So we talk about that as well later. So I will go right away to MLS. We're going to check how do you check commercial leasing, how do you do the calculate the rent, net rent, gross rent, and how do you do calculate commission. So after that, I will get some time to our colleagues, if any question you have as a leasing agent, what you are going to do, as a buyer agent, what you need to protect your client. We talk about after. So I will get time to answer whatever question you have, right? I will stop this sharing and go into the MLS to find out some specific listing. In this way, it will be easy for you guys to learn how to deal with them. Okay, so those are kind of lease condition, clause, whatever. So whenever you need it, as I said, I will share with you all the time. Okay, so let's stop this sharing and go to another MLS. Let me go back to sharing. Okay, we're going to MLS now. Let's see which one I was already started. Problems. Okay, this is one of these. I will go start from beginning, all right? Can you hear the screen? So you can see it? Thank you. Let's see, going to back. Okay, from you see, when I'm using Matrix. So nowadays, a lot of people using REALM already. Stratus has already gone, as I think everyone knows, right? And here, when you do commercial lease, no matter you are listing agent or you are the tenant agent, so what you're going to do, you do the search, you do the homework, you do the CMA, whatever you want to do. So let's go start from here. Search property, let's say, right? So the first time you say, David, I want to list my office for lease. Or David, I want to rent the place industrial area for me to, for my client. What are you going to do? Go to search. Go to search. When started, you go to commercial lease. Look at here, okay? So here is that the big general, that's a metric, okay? If you guys use metric, it will be easy, or otherwise it's similar, quite similar. So from here, normally what you're going to do is when you do search, of course, you do this. Some people use area, right? Because whatever I said at all the time, selling, buying, leasing, whatever, you need to qualify your client. How to qualify? What do they want to do? They want to buy, they want to sell, they want to lease. Then you have to see what location. Some people last minute, one guy asked me that the client wanted I rented the place, automobile related, let's say garage or whatever. She said to me, what I can do? I say, which location you have to need it. You cannot say you want to do the clientele, let's say we call the target customer in Mississauga, you cannot look for something in Richmond here, right? Markham. So you have to qualify first. Then you're coming down to location. So in this place, let's say area, right? You see, let's say York region. Because my client listing on one place for sale for somewhere in York region, right? York region including Vaughan, Richmond here, Markham, and that's it's a big area. So we to York region. And here, let's say the first active this area, of course, we don't touch it unless you do CMA, you say leased one, terminated, expired when you do that. The second one, we call it property feature type. you have to make sure that what your client, let's say what we suggest, industrial, let's say doing a warehouse, right? Warehousing or wholesale, that can be industrial, right? Some people say we do it to office only, then you use for office. So whatever that's why I say call the client first, make sure what kind of use they want it. So in this case, I would say office, right? I use the office. So just the York region already look at how many listings so far. Over 200. That's too much. You can from there that type sometime. Okay, make sure category we call the use. You make more specific the use. Let's say just now we say office, right? If you say auto, the garage, you will find something here. Whatever specific one you have to look for some specific one here. You say no, nothing for garage, right? And that's industrial use, whatever. So the use, if you want, make specify would be more better. But sometimes a lot of listing agents, they don't put the use specifically. So it's hard to find something. And just now the one of the agents in the office asked, David, my client was looking for banking for. So in this case, what use you can put? You can find. It's hard finding. And again, some agents don't put the banking for whatever, right? So you normally do for the category. I mean, for the category, you can choose industrial, office, or investment. That's much easier. In this case, I will leave it blank. Okay, and importantly is here. I don't know what touch price here. The core the square footage. Some client always, David, I want 2,000 square foot, 3,000, 100,000, right? What do you do? You need the total area. Because this way we save you a lot of time. But so far, according to the result, yeah, I got 200. Yeah, 200 listing, over 200, too much. So I have a specific one, what? 2,000. My client over 2,000 to 5,000, 2,000 to 5,000 square, right? So in this way, you still a lot, you see, 178 listing. That's really too much, right? If you want specific one, or you can use the narrow down whatever there, right? So this way, anyway, I will just see. Let's say 3 to 5,000. Let's see how many listings we can find. Still, that's a lot. And in this way, you narrow down, let's say, only mark them. I can find most. I did not use it. Okay. So in this way, I will narrow down a little bit more. York region, I say, just mark them. Just mark them. So when you see the market comments, we got 32 already, right? Let's just do office first, because some the reason is we have few listing today from office. So I just want to share some listing with everyone. Of course, you can do the industrial, as I said just before in the type industrial, or you can do the investment depending on what your kind of your client looking for. Okay, let's say have 32 already. So let's move on there. Okay, the result have 30 something. Here, when you look at the listing, right? The pricing would be here as well. We can open any one, okay? Let's see the go by net rent. Let's open one by one. Too slow. Okay. Here the office that we just use one for example, okay? Here look at the listing. You have the address, you have the area, location, everything there already. And we go from here first. Number one, the asking price. So as a listing agent or by tenant, you will see they're asking for $3 per square foot. Let's call it net lease. When you look at only by some, I mean, $1, $3, or 10, 20, whatever. Anything like this may be net rent, unless they say gross rent, let's say 3,000 per month, 6,000 per month, still depend, right? So when you do the calculation, that you tell your client how much is the rent, $3 per square foot. How big the size? Let's look at here. The total area, look at here, 3,320. So that the net rent per month, and the annual, we're talking about an annual rent, $3 times the 3,300, maybe 9,000 something, right? Per year. This is what per year. Then you divide by 12, maybe 12 every month's net rent.
Is it clear also?
No, that's a net rent. So that's why I say it's not total yet. Okay. They say, oh, that's a month for the cheaper, right? No way. Okay, look at that second one. That's what you're asking, right? Here will be TMI here. $10. Look here.
Oh.
Sometimes they put that $10 called TMI. Sometimes they call, let's say, they put 6,000 tax. So if it's 6,000 tax, will be what? Maybe annual tax. You need to divide by 12. So that's a kind of rent. So that's a kind of rent. So net rent, just now we said, plus TMI. The easy way for you to $3 plus 10, 13. 13 times 3,000 square footage. That's your total annual rent. Then you divide by 12. That's the way you get monthly rent. That rent will be recorded gross rent. But that's not all. You need plus 13% HST every month. Make sure get 13%. Otherwise, when you do the deposit, first month, last month, no HST, the agent was listening will say, David, are you a professional agent? Where's HST? Okay, so be careful. If you mix something wrong, of course, first time that's fine. Sometimes the listening say they look down you. When you do during negotiation, oh, David, you're not really do commercial. So when you negotiate a good better deal, maybe you lose your power, right? So because they say that in first place you did something wrong, so something maybe you're not. So that's I reminded them. There's one case I can share with you guys as well. Not every tenant pay you HST on gross rent. I had one client, he's a paralegal. He knew that said, David, TMI, that means tax already there. Why you still charge me 13%? He argued me. Yeah, he argued with me. Something really, what we can say, something really not wrong, but the little things he has a reason. He say tax, prop tax, and condo fee, because condo management office they already charge HST, and property tax is not. But my answer to the party was say, you can argue with that, but in fact, because you pay my landlord TMI net rent, my landlord collect the fees, pay out to city, pay out to the management office. That's his service.
Is that condo fees are mandatory to pay for?
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why I said to the party, I say, because the landlord provides service, collecting money, paying money, of course he subject the service subject HST. Then in the end, he agreed to pay it. So that's the kind of thing from time to time you will meet. You will hear something like this to make sure you explain well to the tenant. Say no matter what, the service will provided by the landlord, unless what sometimes the tenant paid the condo fee to management office directly. The tenant pay property tax, let's say to the city according to tax bill. In that way, of course, you don't charge HST, right? So that's the kind of thing. Okay, that's a story that I said to. Okay, that's rent already. Okay, let's go move on. Just so my mouse is moving so. Okay, so that's a price that we look at already. As I mentioned to you, make sure the tax is called TMI. Sometimes they call T and O. That means what? Tax and operation cost, right? So TMI, that means tax, property tax, maintenance fee or management fee, and building insurance. That's called TMI. I hope you guys remember that. Sometimes people still confuse what is TMI, what is TMI, right? So you have to say. And again, there's some other listen, as I said, if they put here the net, called the net rent. If they say gross rent, sometimes they say 3,000, right? As 8,000, 6,000, whatever, called the gross rent. In that way, so TMI in most cases will be included. But in occasion, they say gross rent only including T and M. Sometimes they say insurance you have to pay. So that's another thing, right? So make sure ask the listing agent whatever the gross rent include. Some gross rent even include hydro, utility, water. But some of them say you pay utility, but water included. So every property, every listing have a different story. So make sure you ask a listing agent. As a listing agent, if you're a professional listing agent, you need to make sure everything you make transparent. Everything should be ready for the coordinate follow to do that, right? And the other thing now, we're going to move on here because sometimes TMI, you guys know already what's the net rent, what the gross rent, and how do you calculate the annual rent. So you already know that, right? The important is always you have to look at the whatever description there. Because for this case, because office is different, right? Office, they know not too much different. But if you do it in industrial and for some retail store, you will look at carefully what kind of use allowed here. So as a listing agent, you have to make sure by zoning by law, this unit, this property is good for use for whatever, right? Sometimes for retail, for office, that's fine. As I say, professional office, we call it accountant, lawyer, immigration consultant, whatever you can use. And sometimes people ask me, David, why people want to do after school program trade in the school? What can you? That's called related education. So that kind of use, very specific and very restricted by the government. It's not easy to find it. And a lot of people, even like yesterday, the one agent called me, David, my client want to look for the daycare. How can you find the place for to run the daycare? It's not easy. So when you find something, you need to verify the listing agent first. Before, let's say at the beginning I said, when you qualify your client already, location, size, the budget, everything already, important is to find out what kind of use your client looking for. As again, let's say daycare, even if daycare, it's hard to find it, right? What you can do? So that's you tell the client, I can help you, but it's not easy. We need to do more time to find the daycare, that kind of thing, right? Sometimes for industrial area, let's say even the day before the agent called me as well, he's client looking for recreational use. What kind? Badminton, right? Play badminton to training for that kind of thing. So in that specific use, we're looking for what? Recreational use. And you need to know that the size, let's say 6,000, 7,000 square foot, and you need to know the high ceiling height. I said to our colleagues, the ceiling height for badminton, at least you need 26 feet or feet, the higher the better, right? So in industrial use area, mostly 20 feet high, 22, some of them 26, 28, right? So that's why I say, when find important use is to your client first. Then if you find some location okay, the budget okay, and the use okay, then you need to verify with the listener. You say, David, you got the listing there, and my client wanted to get this rent this place, let's say for badminton use or for daycare school. If the listener you say, oh, David, maybe possible, you can check that. The landlord has no objection. The next step, you need to verify with the city. Go into the city hall, like Markham City Hall, Toronto. They have different city hall in downtown, North York, or Scarborough. Go to permit department. Say that's my address. My client looking for this one, maybe plot for the use, intended use for that, with day school, daycare, whatever. Let the people give you at least some idea how possible, but they cannot say confirm for you. They will give you the zoning code. Say you can take a look at that. If you really want to change the use for that, you need to bring the application in writing. So in that way, it takes sometimes 3 weeks, 4 weeks, sometimes even a couple months. So in the offer, when you prepare the offer to lease, when you look at the offer to lease template, I already input one clause, one condition there to verify the tenant intended use to the city within, let's say, 10 days, 20 days, so you can change it. Okay, so that's this part. Make sure you guys remember. Check the description, see what the kind of use, whatever. Otherwise, I don't want to waste your time. Say, go through everything, show the client already, and going to put the offer. In the end, the use is not possible. And I think you guys remember a few years ago, before COVID-19, and the government allowed a lot of people doing growing. You know, remember growing that you need a license growing into warehouse and use a lot of land to use it. One of our agents, she left or broke it already, and I helped her a lot. Her client looking in Mississauga found the place over 100,000 square foot. The lease, the rental every month is 100,000 something, and they pay 300,000 deposit for the rental in the warehouse. And at that time, that the city still, the license still open. When we prepared offer everything, right? When offer firmed up, before the take over the key, the city already stopped the license when they make application. And because the offer, she forgot the condition expired already and did not renew it, the landlord did not let the tenant go. So in the end, because they say, even though we went through the process, but the city did not allow us to doing growing anymore. And I cannot rent this one. You pay 300,000 deposit. The landlord, in the end, maybe release, 2/3. At least the landlord holds some sufficient money to at the cost. Because the damage, because vacancy, right? Because of you, I lost 3 months rental, right? So that kind of thing. Make sure if you are represent a tenant, make sure you need to do everything possible to protect your client, right? Okay, that's one story. So when you see the use everything okay now, and that again, if you are leasing agent, you will look at here as well. Sometimes that's for showing it. Another way, sometimes they put something here. Say, first year, let's say $3 per square foot net rent. They will ask you to say every year escalation. You call it escalation means increase the rent every year. Let's say 50 cents, $1, whatever they will ask you from there. If you have this lease term, so every year you need remember to increase this and that. So that's the one thing you need to remember. Not means $3. First year $3 may every year will be $3 may not be possible, right? The landlord will ask for the market rate every time, right? Let's move on the next one. Okay, here is important as I said just now already. What we are realtor, we are dependent on the commission, right? How do you pay your commission? How much you can earn? For residential, mostly, then remember half month's rent, half months always. In commercial, it's different, totally different. Even in commercial leasing, if you only paid half month's rent, maybe the tenant, the cooperating not like it, I'm not like it because it's cheap.
But the others,
No, commercial leasing don't half months, no. Half months, only 1 year, that's fine. I signed off, yeah. I signed offer for 5 years, let's say 5 plus 5. I deserve 5 years option. I deserve 5 years commission. Of course, 5 year option, you don't get the commission, but at least 5 year commission you need it. Let's say, Sicilian, you say half months for 1 year, okay. Second year, third year, fourth, fifth year, you need to pay me as well. How much you ask?
okay.
1/4 at least, right? So that's why if you go, if you go by half month, that's the way. But normally, look at here, $1 per square foot annual. That means every year you got $1 commission. This listing how much? 3,300, right? So the first year every year you got the 3,300 for leasing the commission. That's a good one. I saw not too many like this one. So they go any year 1, year 2, year 3, whatever terms you sign, 5 years you get your commission. Okay, that's the one thing. The other listing you will see by percentage. Let me move on to the next one. Let's see, find something in percentage. I will share it with you. That as a leasing agent for commercial leasing, always by percentage, not go by monthly rent or whatever. The most too slow here. Okay, let me see this one. Oh, this again is one by $1. I won't go by percent. Let's see. Just by $80 cents. There's something 80 cents. Let me see that. By percentage, it will be easy for you guys to understand. It's at $1 again. I don't know how a lot of nowadays they go by $1. It's good for the cooperating agent, right? Let's see. Find a percentage. Or $1.20. That's good one as well. You will see at the well, I don't know. Probably office that mostly uses by industrial area. In many cases we go by percentage. Okay, $1.20. Okay, let's find something first. Yeah, that's another one. Well, the office really using the $1.20 and $1. And in many cases they go by, I mean, for office, they pay better deal here. Again, it's 3 minutes. They go by $1. If I can find a percentage, and I will share with you here better. Because the net rent is 16. The people often they said to me, David, if I negotiate the rental, how much I can negotiate for? But please remember, you can negotiate on the net rent. Net rent, whatever let's say $18, whatever. So you will what? You get only by negotiate based on that the net rent. TMI never negotiable. TMI because the landlord already do the calculation already, so they cannot give you anything. They say I need to negotiate the property tax or whatever. No, they don't. They're not because those are fixed rate. Okay, so please remember that. Oh, the cops here. Don't see the percentage anyway. I will find that the one about it. Okay, all right. Let me see. This one $1.50. Okay, let me switch to another one. Let them do criterion. Let's do that first. Okay, get industrial closure will be easy for you to see why by percentage. Okay, that's it. I got 5 listening. Okay, here is the industrial, as I said, that this one $16 net rent, you will see, right? PMI $7. Sometimes you will see that the TMI is higher than the net rent. Many years ago, I rented one's office downtown Toronto. The net rent is only $5 per square foot. TMI at that time was $75 per square foot. You will see that how much is different, right? So that's really totally different. Let's see the commission. This one industrial, they go by 1,500, right? Okay, here I've got here now. There's one here. Look at here. That's industrial, right? It will be easy for you to understand now. The commission pay you, that means 4% first year they set to you already, net rent only. Okay, be careful. Only net rent, not gross rent, no TMI. Always calculation commission based on the net. So year one will be 4%, 1.75 will be net balance. That means every year will be 1.75% of net rent every year. So whatever your 5 years will be 5 years, 3 will be 3, 10 will be 10 years, right? So this is the commission I like to share with you. Okay, so remember, you sometimes there's a higher commission, of course, may be insensitive to the coordination, right? So that's the reason I suggest always say you get 5%. Do the coordination will be much easy, better, right? So in this way, when you, as a listing agent, when you sign a listing agreement, so your commission, total commission will be 8% year one, and here 1.75 will be 3.5% for total. So in this way, you split half and half. So that's the commission you're going to do it, right? So that's the about basically as when you do commercial leasing, that's some key point you need to remember, right? And let me pull out one listing from our office. You'll see if anything there. If you have any client, you can help our colleague as well. Let me see. Let me second. We have a few listings in our office that for your region. We have few listings in the office and industrial. If you guys have anybody can, you know, can promote it as well. No? So far, let me see if the right one. No, that's another one. Okay. The office for so far for leasing is really not easy. So if anyone, if you have a client, you can take a look. This is our office listing. Our listing is Vera. Right? Look at that. The reason I pull out this listing because it's some kind of specific. What something like very special. What is special? Look at here. $1 per square foot net rent. So the same thing like in commercial listing, a lot of listing you will see, even for sale, for lease, for whatever, they put that $1 only. that from time to time the agent call me from our office, say, David, wow, so cheap. Look at this one, look at the other one, $1 per square foot. I said to our colleagues, please do your homework. Check this building, check this neighborhood. Do you think this $1 will be okay then? Impossible, right? So the same thing like for bidding. That's it for the residential. What the bidding war? I had one training last week. So what the bidding war? Bidding war, that means set the price. Whatever you want to bid in, you put your price. So the same thing like various the listing, right? Whether she talked to me a few times. So that's a strategy. So based on this, you can see whatever pricing you can put in. $10, $12, $14, whatever. So that's the way. That's why I shared this listing with you guys. Of course, if you guys have any clients, you can talk to Vera as well, right? This is short lease. You can get the new lease as well. So far, Vera said to me because the lease is going to be expired soon next year, but still you can negotiate a new lease with the landlord. So that's kind of a community lease, like not only office in Dutch, as I shared with you already. So basically, that's what I can say to you. And again, because time's not enough for me to talk too much, because a lot of the commercial lease we have condition clause, how to prepare, how to fill the form. I will do that the next section after this boot camp is over. We talk about it in future. Okay, so that at least I hope you guys know something basic one already. And when you enter into commercial real estate, you find a lot of funds. Okay, really complicated, but a lot of fun. So, and again, if you want to enjoy the free life in future, as I say, commercial agent will have more free time in themselves. Okay, of course, residential sales is good for your stay there, so I don't say you need to switch to anything. Okay, thank you everybody for having the session, and I believe 10 minutes for question and answer, and anything you can ask me here, I can try my best to answer you. Okay, thank you guys. And next week, by the way, next week will be commercial property for sale. And if you have time to train it, a week after will be how to sell small business like coffee shop, restaurants. Same time every Friday, 11, 12, every Friday. Okay. So will be 2 more commercial training section. After that, I will do another training, maybe how to protect your commission. We have the big case in Ontario. The case, that's the one I attended. That's the one I can share my experience with you. So we won the case, and this is a good case we can share with you. Otherwise, your commission will be going to for nothing. Okay, thank you again. Let's leave it time for you guys. Open your mic and anything, I will be here. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, if you have a question, you can answer here, and we still. That's okay. Thank you. Okay, join us next week. Okay. Anyone have any question here now? We have people in the office here as well. Open your mic if you need it, okay? Or message here. I saw a few messages. Some people to chat here, right?你们几个有问题没有？是吧？问，你说呀。就是啊，可以问他，对啊，大家需要。
是我现在正在帮找平台，然后呢，我们已经签约了。现在呢，就是 landlord 已经给我们一个他的 landlord standard 那个 lease agreement。可是我刚刚看到你这个 commission， 我觉得他给我的 commission make sense。对，那在这之前还可以跟他谈吗？
你还没sign，没有签。对。OK。但
是到最后这个 landlord lease agreement。
Okay, I shared the one question here at Cecilia in the office here. She had commercial lease, and the land, the leasing agent only offered commission half months only, right? Only half months. But the listening with that Cecilia can sign lease 5+5 lease. So in this way, can you negotiate a better commission? In many cases, before you submit the offer, before you prepare the offer, you should raise the question to the listener. Hey, David, I got my client with sign 5+5, the commission only half months. Do you think can please talk to the landlord? The commission, if I sign 5 years, how much commission I can earn from next 4 years? So this is a better way to talk to them first. And if they agree, something is better sent by message, text message or by email first. And later on, when you sign the agreement lease, then in the form 324, then you can put commission year 1, half months, year, the rest of term will be 1/4 months commission. That means every year have 1/4 of the commission. But still, nowadays, because the offer is still not firm yet, you can still talk to, you have chance opportunity. But please remember, if you never raise a question with a listing agent, let's say we had a couple cases in Toronto board few years ago. The agent, our agent say in the offer, 320. The listing, let's say the commission 2.25, but in our offer accepted in the 320, that our agent put commission 3%. The reason put 3%, that commission paid to us is 2.25. Our deal department sent invoice 3%, because based on the form 320. But in the end, CHOP, and we filed a complaint that CHOP said, as per listing on MS, it's 2.25. But the listening agent said, I never agree, I never said that it's 3%. No communication, no message during this period of time. We did not look at the form 320. So we cannot pay you 3%. That's the issue we have. That's the issue. The decision is go by MLS. Unless you have any communication, both parties be aware of it. Listening agent, the seller knew that. In this case, they say, well, we made a mistake. We did not look at 320 carefully. So that's the issue. Okay. So again, as Cecilia's issue, talk to the listening agent. If anything, better in writing first. Say, the commission, I suggest or I request commission for other rest of the term, because I signed 5 years term, right? According to listing, you say only 1 year listing and 1 year term, of course, half months. But I got you 5 years. Right? So that's the way. Okay, that's a good question. Any other question then? Anything you can open your mic, okay? Don't worry. Okay.
你学那commission什么时候付？因为如果说是half month rent for the first year, and then a quarter month rent for second to 5 years, yeah. 是那在 commencement date 的时候就必须把这些全都付清。
Okay, a good question from Siri. I was about to talk as once. A lot of times they say commission. This because we are, as I say, we're not working for free, right? We deserve commission. So her question is, when can we receive the commission? Let's say I sign the lease for 5 years term, right? The commission, do you mean that I only get commission every year? So a lot of people are asking. And still some landlord, if you're a listing agent, please remember, if you're a listing agent, when you sign the listing, tell the landlord the commission has to be paid on commencement day one time only, not say every year, okay? Otherwise, who's going to receive the commission every year from you, right? It's possible. Also, please remember a lot of agent from time to time to switch this broker, that broker, so where can you get commission afterwards, right? So if a leasing agent talk to the landlord, if you have cooperation, make sure in the form 320, 324 commission, you also have to make 4%, and year 2% or 1.7%, the rest of term on closing day. You make that. So that make it easy for you. And another question from Siri that will be remind me, if you are a leasing agent, let's say 5 years term, I got commission, but only the deposit from the tenant, only the last month, not enough cover the commission for both parties. What you can do? So if you smell something like this, if you're a leasing agent, please what? In the offer, in the agreement lease, the deposit change, request the tenant to pay more commission, pay more rent deposit, security deposit, 1 month, 2 months, whatever, right? So in that way, it covers up your commission. So as a leasing agent, if you don't have enough to cover, if you're going back to the landlord, say, oh, David, we have 5 years lease term, we pay commission 20,000, and so far we have only 15,000 deposit from the tenant. What we can do? That will be not easy to recover the commission, right? This will be harder. So please remember that as well. That's the kind of detailed strategy you have to make, right? Thank you, Sherry. Yeah. Any other question then? We get 1 more minute to go.
David 你好。
Anyway, from time to time, a lot of issue, right?
你好，你好。你刚刚讲的这个 commission 那个，我们要在那个324那个
Oh,
co-op。
you have to talk. Your speaker not. Hold on.
Oh,
Can you hear anyone?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Let me turn on the speaker a little bit. What? Hey, Baron, please speak a little louder.
Hello.
Can you speak now?
David, can you hear me?
I'm not big enough. Andy, can you hear that one?
Yes.
How come I hear not loud? From where? Okay, you just say it again. Where can you speak now?
Hello, David. Can you hear me? Hello.
Your mic is not good. You say it, just talk. Let's see. Oh, I saw the message here. From Danny. Danny, is that the rent always listed as annual rent? Normally, unless it's a gross rent, then will be monthly. Okay. The commission you said $3. So Danny, what you said, the commission, $3, the commission is $1 per square foot. If it goes per year. No, the commission only $1 per year per square foot. Okay. Again, Danny, because that the landlord collecting net rent and also the TMI as well. So they should recover. I mean, cover everything. But I did not check the $3 per square foot whether it's market rate or not. Maybe the forbidden as well. So I don't know yet. I need to check that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Just the question is, the commission get on close thing. They mentioned in 324. Yeah. Normally, you better say in 324 say commission year one. I mean, year one, the rest of term paid on closing day. You can say so. Don't you say that still the listing agent will pay normally will pay on closing, and or deal department will invoice the listing brokers for the commission as well. Yeah, thank you. Looks so far okay. So we are going to call for the day. Yeah, we go call for the day that next Friday another the commercial property for sale. How to buy this commercial property? What the important? How to what's cap rate? I will talk about as well. Okay. Anyway, so thank you again for everyone. Wish you guys a good weekend and see you next Friday if you can. Thank you. Bye now. Okay.
之前1年只是给1个月，对吧？
对啊。
那个软装太少。